This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, so obviously today is day 11 of the trial. We'll get to that in a little bit because we got, as we know, you got to wait a few hours for them to even have anything worth reporting on. But that last night they did put this. Diddy's lawyers tried to get this Kid Cudi stuff out. He says, "Dear Judge, in response to court's invitation to submit a proposed instruction asking Mr. Muscuti's opinion about whether Mr. Combs was telling the truth during the Soho House meeting, the defense requests that the court instruct the jury as follows. If the motion to strike is granted, you heard the testimony from witness Scott Muscudi, aka Kid Cudi, about a meeting with Mr. Combs at Soho House, during which Mr. Muscudi said he asked about his car. He further shared his opinion of whether Mr. Combs was being truthful during the conversation. That testimony regarding Mr. Muscuti's opinion has been stricken from the record. Accordingly, you are to disregard and put it out of your mind completely." I never get this. Like, it's almost like they have the Men in Black zappers. Like, you didn't hear anything about that conversation. Psh, they know. They heard it already. What are you talking about, man? They already heard it. I heard they're having a policeman from LAPD in today, and he's going to be talking about fingerprints, evidence that was destroyed from his break-in at Kid Cudi's break-in. This whole case is crazy, bro. Gene Deal's outside threatening to fight people because they're running up on him, trying to question him. He's like, "I will knock you out if you run up on me." And there was one other thing. And then, it says, arson investigator testifies key fingerprint evidence was destroyed in 2011 burglary case. Jeez. Well, in other news, Fivio Foreign gets 4 charges dropped after pleading guilty to terroristic threats. He's been jailed since January, but may get probation in August. So that's your update on Fivio Foreign. That's good news. You can come home. Lola Brooke, I always thought she was going to be a breakout artist the past couple years. She just tried to do, I forget what the beat was that she was trying to rap over, Still Dre or something. Offbeat. Listen, she needs to stop trying to be the hardest female coming out of Brooklyn and stop trying to channel them Foxy vibes and just be the artist you are. Because I'm going to be honest with you, this was not it. And, I'm rooting for her, but, this just wasn't it, man. This wasn't it. So, yeah, we'll see how she goes forward on this. But this freestyle was trash. Then we got Taxstone saying Diddy's case is no RICO case. Free Diddy. My son was just a drug addict in love. This is no RICO case. I wouldn't want nothing coming out of Taxstone's mouth about my case. Free Diddy. These weirdos have not proven any criminal enterprise whatsoever. Overreaching and abusing the RICO statute has become rampant in the Justice Department. Facts. That is true. That's just a fact. In retaliation to all the drama between Remy Ma and her ex, Remy posts a picture of Papoose without a head. Did she really just post this? My gosh. Yo, Remy Ma, you're ruthless, man. He looks like he looks crazy, bro. That's all I can say. I can't even compare him to anybody. He looks crazy. Kevin Liles. So there's more to this shutdown. I only read the first page of the thing with him and Lady Luck. So Lady Luck is an artist from late 90s, early 2000s. She used to battle Remy Ma. Well, she's accusing Kevin Liles of trying to make her give some top to him, in the car to further her career. Kevin Liles refuted all this. He says, I can't believe she's doing this. She was just showing me love on her blog a few years ago. And she's always says we're cool. And I always tried to help her where I could. But he says, Miss Jones had a monthly column in The Source. an in-depth feature with the New Yorker. She has previously acknowledged the efforts to help her career. She has talked about the fact that I introduced her to one of the most prominent managers of all time, but she declined to work with him. Unfortunately, Miss Jones' career had never reached the heights that she or I hoped for. To be released from her contract from Def Jam after a few years. Okay, so she was free. In many interviews, she has blamed many people for her failure to become a household name. Following her departure from Def Jam, Miss Jones regrettably turned to the life of crime. Over the years, she has been incarcerated and described herself as a 3-time felon. Her criminal history includes felony convictions of first-degree armed robbery and heroin distribution. In interviews, she has admitted to being committing several other crimes, lying to the court to combat the charges. Her history as a serial self-described criminal is well documented. Despite her history, when Miss Jones has asked, I've tried to help her career. In interviews over the past 2 decades, she's spoken very highly of me, noting that while at Def Jam, I treated her like my stepdaughter. As recently as last year, she reached out to me and asked for help with distribution for her new single. After connecting her with the head of my former distribution company, she did an interview stating that I was helping her with distribution, describing it as a full effing circle moment. In another interview in 2024, Miss Jones said, I love Kevin Liles. I just spoke to him. In 2020 Instagram post, she posted a picture with us and other artists writing, Happy birthday, Kev, heart emoji. Could have wrote a paragraph, but I already told you the other day, crying, laughing emoji. In 2018, he's making his case. In 2018, I posted the same picture. She wrote, these men in these pics introduced me to the world. She said she misses Def Jam. She also had a long-standing relationship with my family. She has called my mother Mom and my father Pops. Damn, they were close. Maybe she did give a little sloppy tap. No, I'm just a lifelong friend. I mean, this is long as hell, man. I empathize with Jones' struggles. She has often spoke about her long history of substance abuse, addiction, mental health challenges. She has vented her frustration and anger towards many individuals, including her own family, for the fact she has never achieved the level of success she desires. She has spoken about generational trauma and talked about attempting to take her life, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Regardless of my empathy for Ms. Jones, I will not be extorted, nor will I pay $1 to those that threaten to ruin my reputation and legacy. I intend to leave the culture I've spent my life serving. I will meet these false allegations. Any frivolous lawsuit against me with the tools that the law provides. My attorneys will be handling it from here. It has been a difficult few months for my family, and we have fought the false claims made against me. This is like a nightmare, man. It's like you try to help somebody, and then they come back. You know what? That happens all the time, man. I've tried to help plenty of people, and they come back dissing me. You F Jordan, man. You try to help people. You can't help everybody, man. You know what? It's better not to help people unless they're family. Because at least with family, you can say, well, that's just, my brother. Or that's just, my uncle. He's acting crazy, But I'm sorry. Nah. White Iverson, Post Malone, and Allen Iverson is brought out on stage for White Iverson. That's dope. Key Glock says, how long are we going to drag this Drake and Kendrick stuff? Exactly. Move on. It's been a year. J-Lo's remixing it to try to get some traction and dancing to a song that's not even hers, like on the AMAs. Like, focus on your career. A$AP Rocky says, there is no album between me and Young Thug. It's false. Someone put out some like AI thing from that. Anyways, this is JordanTower with JT News. I will check you guys in an hour because I'm even less than that, 40 minutes. I'll be back with the Diddy trial. Appreciate you all. Peace.